Bit of a delayed start because I did spill water all over my desk. Apologies for that. I imagine this game is not going to run the best on stream because I can see it. So what I think I want to do for safety is I'm going to run performance mode and go through some other settings. But, hi everybody. Bit of a messy start. Messy day, honestly. Sorry. This whole week has been hell. I want to open this because I haven't had an opportunity to say this on stream yet, that I was not able to stream on Wednesday because of work. I was closing shift that night. So I was not able to get on stream at all, which meant that there was no Hitman. And I'm so sorry about that. Today I was also finishing work, and honestly, I don't know how I was feeling when I came into this, and I wasn't sure which games to play, but I decided, hey, I've been playing a lot of Aliens Fireteam Elite, and I think it'd be a good game to stream, because I know that a lot of people aren't too familiar with the game, as well as the fact that, you know, it's not a game I see a ton of people play, and I'd like to encourage more people to play it. Because it's good, and it's actually pretty cheap. I know there's a couple of people who I know who want to play it, who I would be down to play with, hopefully in the future. But I guess for now I should explain the game a bit. In this game, you play one of 5 classes in a 3-person squad, and you navigate your way through alien levels, either through hordes or, you know, you navigate your way through levels. There is a story. There's no real major spoilers to it unless you consider enemy types reveal, like enemy type reveals as spoilers. So I'm gonna not dwell on story stuff. Sorry about that. I'm not gonna dwell too heavy on story stuff, but I will quickly explain the different classes. Gunner is your typical gun soldier class. They get frag grenades and an ability called Overclock, which increases rate of fire and reload speed on all guns, which is pretty good to have in a pinch when shit's getting real. You can modify your grenades in the perk section. Every class has a modifiable ability, so I can choose to make it a fire grenade or a remote explosive, and I've decided to make it remote. The perk system is really interesting because you get these different modifiers, and some of them attach to an ability. So for Overclock here, this just further increases Overclock's rate of fire, and this increases the duration. Abilities that aren't attached just increase basic stuff. Like this increases my passive ability, which is stay on target. This one like damaging a target causes them to take more damage. This stacks it to 5 times, up to 10%. And these are just training perks, which allow you to, which just increase your damage with specific weapon types. Not even damage, it just increases your stats with specific weapon types. And as you further unlock levels with your class, you'll unlock more of these abilities, and you'll unlock more of the available slots to modify your respective class. The other major thing is that Gunner utilizes a rifle slot and a close quarters slot, which can be an SMG or a shotgun. The Demolisher gets a heavy weapon. That's the core difference. They get a rocket missile backpack and a close range, like, knockback ability that pushes people away. The heavy weapons have a ton of variety. There are flamethrowers, grenade launchers, miniguns, that kind of thing, like you'd expect with any heavy weapons class. My current spec for my Demolisher is very heavy on the fire. So I have flaming napalm rockets, and I have a big flamethrower. Technician's your engineer. They get a turret. The turret can be modified to be a flamethrower turret, or in this case I have a heavy turret. They also have these suppression grenades, which like cover an area of effect with lightning. They get a pistol and a close quarters weapon. In this case, the pistol I've given him is a sawed-off shotgun, and I love it. It's super fun. This SMG also kicks ass. Pretty reliable, pretty tight. Been using it for a while. Technician's one of my favorite classes so far to play. Doc is your healing class. They could be better. I'll say this right now. They could be better. It's interesting that the Doc Specialist outfit has a bunch of shotgun shells when there's not a ton of shotgun availability. You get your healing station, which you put down. Mine increases weapon handling and reload speed and stuff. What was that? Thought I saw a notification for a second. The other thing it does is combat stims, which is just a general buff. And then Recon, you unlock at the end of the game. Recon's actually been a lot of fun. They're kind of a sniper class, sort of, but they have a bit of support utility. So the support drone literally just generates ammo for whatever gun you're carrying, and if you stand near it, it increases your stability and accuracy with weapons. And then you have a scouting drone, which spots enemies on the map. The version of it I have here is Guard Dog, which you just kind of put out in front of you, and anything that passes through it is spotted and electrified. And I really like it as an ability. It allows you to hold off an area very effectively. And Recon's been really fun to use because of pups. And the drone has been really useful. I think there's a perk that I can get that I don't have yet that allows the drone... Oh, it already does it. Grants a small amount of hit points whenever they kill a target. I think there's a way to modify that slightly, but I could be wrong. We're going to be going into a mission, though, with Demolisher, because I'm close to level 5 with Demolisher, but also because there is a daily challenge. Like a bunch of games, there's a bunch of daily stuff that you can do. So we have to do a mission on Giants in the Earth, and do a mission as Demolisher. So the Giants in the Earth campaign... So there are 4 major campaigns. They're broken into 3 levels. So there are 12 levels in the game total. The basic structure of it is... space station, planet surface, ruins within the planet surface, back to the space station, but it's an alien hive. Not getting into any of the big story beats or major events that happen in all of these. And when you beat the game, you get a horde mode, which is just a wave defense level. Picked at random, I think. I'm wondering if the level changes each time, because right now it's only Lakasi Tower. But let's do the first level of Giants in the Earth, Insertion. We're heading to LV-895. The Weyland-Yutani subsurface lab was overrun by Xenos. There may be survivors. The closest shelter is the caves to the west. Just finished installing this myself and was looking at all the upgrades and classes and wondering how they were. Oh, hey, Perch. Yeah, all the classes are great in their own right. I think the weakest one right now is Doc, but that's just because the healing doesn't seem to be as effective as I'd like it to be. And that's a personal complaint, but I play on an easier difficulty. On harder difficulties, when aid kits are a little bit harder to get, it might come in handy more, but at the same time, the healing efficiency of the station just makes it like you're better off waiting for a revive or just to get to a point where they spawn health kits. It's a little unfortunate. The suppression station is a modifier you can get for Doc. Let's see it here. That says, like, it has a larger radius and debuffs enemies who step into it, reducing their movement speed and damage dealt. Not very effective, especially when you consider that Recon, the default PUPS ability, the scanner, also reduces their damage by 20%, and Guard Dog reduces their movement speed. The only thing is that Recon only unlocks after you beat the campaign. So that's the one caveat. But we're going to knock out the daily challenge here. Just going to play on standard for now, but I'm going to enable challenge cards.
Marines, we're heading down to LV-895. The Weyland-Yutani surface lab was overrun by Xenos, but there may be survivors. The closest shelter is the mountain caves to the west. You rappel into the caverns for search and rescue.
So we got a technician. Streamer mode hides names. It's Briggs. So I have a bunch of cards that I can bring in here. Some of them I want to save for friends because I think that would be fun. Let's use this. Let's use coming out of the damn walls. So, a xenomorph drone will spawn shortly after the beginning of the mission, at which point it will always be active. So, at the very least, there's going to be a permanent xenomorph drone, which is kind of like... I don't know, they're tougher than the regular enemies, but they're not deadly. They're annoying. For sure, they move fast and constantly scurry into vents. Alright, hopefully frame rate maintains. It's not terribly high frame rate for me either.
This isn't a cave. It's block construction. A company bunker, maybe. Incoming.
Finally caught a stream again. Yeah, thanks for dropping in. Were you able to hear what I had said earlier, or did you cut out? Phone is being weird, I caught some of it. Okay, cool. I was basically just talking about the classes. Doc could be better, but most of the classes are pretty decent. With good weapon variety as well. There could be a bit more weapons, but the weapons that are there are really decent. Oh, fuck. If you're going to insist, like me, to play a character with a flamethrower, don't play on a harder difficulty, because you'll cook your teammates alive. Or at least be courteous with your fire.
Security log. Free range experiments.
Ambush.
Penetrated air shafts. Keep moving.
Whoa! What I love about the level designers is that there are cabinets, or not cabinets, but there are like little nooks and hallways like this where sometimes loot will spawn. Like, like hidden caches, which have visual customizations and stuff in them. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. But also within those hallways and like little hidden off areas, you run into the prowlers, which jump on you and attack you. And I think that's actually really good design. So I'm hearing gunshots? Oh.
Sentry deployed.
Whatever that clicking noise is, I have no idea. Ooh. I'm getting slapped. Briggs, no! I got you, Briggs! Gun sound design sounds right. The pulse rifle sounds like the pulse rifle.
The blood spray patterns earlier suggest a taller xenomorph attacking from ambush.
Listen. Patching up.
Please remain alert for drones.
Where'd our buddy go? Briggs, get over here. The funny thing is that some of the weapons in the game are modifiers on the pulse rifle. Like there's a burst fire variant of it. I think Briggs's gun audio is bugged a little because it sounds like he's shooting when he's not. But as I was saying, with the burst pulse rifle, it just sounds like the pulse rifle, but burst fired, which I think is a cool little touch.
So much Wayland shit. What were they doing down here? Honecker didn't say there was a facility out here, just Pala Station itself.
Ooh. So when you get to these points, oh yeah, the acid blood you have to watch out for, naturally. One of my favorite details about this game. Like, that sets it apart from other... the kind of thing that sets it apart from other zombie survival games is having to actually worry about that. Random, but did you see the new Nerf pulse rifle they're releasing? Looks neat. I have not. But that's pretty cool. I guess we're approaching the anniversary, aren't we? Oh yeah, those white crates have random single-use items in them. I got this vulnerability assessment drone, which increases damage to the party for 90 seconds. I like burning things. I mean, it's a tough choice with the Demolisher, because your starting weapon, like my friend Briggs here is using, is the smart gun. And, like, how would you not want to use the smart gun? Why would you not want to be Vasquez? But, like, you know, burning things is great. You also get a rocket launcher. Woo! Ah! Like, the crowd control aspect of fire is always really solid. It's also cool seeing the different class perks here. So with the Demolisher's passive is something called God, I don't remember. But it basically makes it so that the more enemies you hit with your abilities, you get a larger damage multiplier. Like that. That was only 2.5%, but now for the duration of that bar, I have a damage buff. Looks like there's a lot more depth to this than the trailers and early reviews let on. Yeah. I feel like classes are still fairly simplified. Oh, fuck. I've not had that animation play before. He just kind of pushed me. Like, the gameplay is simple. Class adjustments and customization can get deep, but... Oh, what the... It also isn't super deep.
Grabbing ammo. Workplace incident files. Missing crew, casualties. Sounds like they got drones loose in here.
Yeah, it looks like they've got drones loose in here.
This is the Colonial Marines. You from Pala Station?
Yes, I'm Security Chief Cynthia Rodriguez. You're in danger here, Marines.
Yeah, no kidding. We're here to rescue you.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Wow! You just subscribed!
Holy shit.
Ambush.
Rory, thank you for the subscription. Oh, what the... I will say that, like, a big complaint that people have pointed out in reviews is the lack of,
Watch for another drone!
yeah. There's a complete lack of communication
Catching up.
in-game with other players. Which can mean playing with randoms on harder difficulties is annoying. There's no voice chat, and there's no text chat. Man, this challenge card sure is a challenge. Having 24/7 drones is a challenge. Like, I don't think that a lack of voice chat is something that I would personally complain about. However, a lack of text chat, I will.
Rodriguez, we're here under authority of the Colonial Protection Act. We'll be evacuating survivors.
Our position is secure. I recommend you withdraw.
You need at least some form of chat to tell people not to split up or something. There is ping. Like, there's a ping system, but that's about all you get. Which is useful, because on random parts of the level, you'll find intel items and the hidden caches that I mentioned. Which is why you keep seeing me poke my head in the hallways looking for, like, crates. Oh, you sniffing my butt! Ah, shit! I knew it! I knew it! And the ping system works fine, but it doesn't communicate much besides ammo here, health kit here, and watch out.
More Xeno, center column!
What's also interesting about this game is that if you're deep into Aliens lore, it is all over this game. So I feel like if that's a big thing that appeals to you, that's going to be well stated here. This is in, timeline-wise, it's 2202, which I think is just a couple of years after the events of Alien Isolation. Synths from Isolation, some stuff from Prometheus. Yeah, the synths, like the Seegson Working Joes, are all over the game. If you play solo, like in private lobbies, you'll autofill with Working Joe Marines, which I think is a nice touch. I may have blown that man up. And yeah, they unfortunately acknowledged that Prometheus was a film. I say that jokingly. I've not seen Prometheus. I've just heard it was bad. Like, this whole planet that we're on has engineer ruins in it and things like that. I am
Still with us, Rodriguez?
very low on ammunition.
I told you we're secure. You're the only one.
Oh, thank God.
That's the job, ma'am. We'll get you out safe.
Grabbing ammo.
Some of the creatures were kind of neat, but it was not a good Alien film and made dumb lore changes. Yeah, that's kind of how I understood it. Is there anything down here? No? What is kind of cool is the thing that's revealed in, woo! The next set of missions or so, which I don't want to spoil. I'm not going to get into, like, big spoilery stuff here. I just wanted to play the game and hang out with folks while I play it. But there's some neat story points. Oh, shit. Yeah. There's some interesting tie together, because you find statues of the engineers. Are we... Oh, no.
Clear.
Thank you, Briggs. No. No, no, no! Are you kidding me? We're on normal, bud!
Endeavor, Fireteam down. Deploy SAR.
Oh, shit. Oh, big stretch. The one interesting bit of lore relating to that I was going to mention is that you find, like, the elephant statues of the engineers and stuff, and you find a helmet that resembles the old engineer designs. And one of the scientists on your ship mentions, like, it looks like it contains blood vessels and stuff. So it's like bioorganic suits for the just plain ass weird Mr. Clean men. Oh, if I'm host, okay. Right, let's mess around with a couple of different things here. I want to stick with the pulse rifle, because it's the pulse rifle. You get 3 attachments: small, medium, and large, muzzle, magazine, and optics for pretty much all of your guns. Although heavy weapons have a barrel and the armature, which you can change the robot arm that holds up the gun. Which is just such a cool... This is such a cool design. I love that.
If you've got a Wayland, is it legal? I mean, if it's illegal, I can get no problem. But if it's legal, I'll need you to file requisition form 1348 or 1348 Mike. You can grab the...
Oh, from what I can tell on the skins, this default doesn't look any different from Armat Green. I mean, with default, your weapon attachments don't change color. So if I add that, it changes the scope, the muzzle, and the magazine to match. I also got this paint job. Which, you know, I dig that. I also dig the decals. Of course I put flames on my flamethrower. On my rocket launcher, I have the only way to be sure sticker. Nuke 'em from orbit. Are the skins something you get from beating levels? The caches and crates you find throughout the levels, and they have cosmetic items. So, this hat, for instance, and this headpiece are both from caches that I found on different levels. Weapon skins as well, like the spray paint skins I found in weapon caches. Spray yellow looks good, actually. Dragon fruit I also found. Same with Armat stealth. Like, you find good and bad skins in crates. You'll also find weapon stickers, like the tally marker I found in a cache crate as well. And just a bunch of stuff. Mostly cosmetic items, though. You'll get some from finishing levels, but not all the time. You know, I kind of want to mess with the grenade launcher, because I have not yet. It's got the reload speed armature, deal extra damage to enemies with full health, better reload speed, and max ammo. Does it do the classic? Well, one way to find out. Kinda. Seems like effective crowd control, so I'm gonna stick with that for a bit. Why don't I also mess with the perks so we can look at the perk screen? So I have the napalm rocket modifier. I'm going to swap that out for concussive rockets. Oh, they do less damage, larger explosion radius, and it knocks enemies down. So that fills up this much of space. Reviews I've seen online have compared this to Nier's mod system, as well as, you know, the suitcase in Resident Evil. It's an interesting balance system because you can add modifiers like my knockback ability for when enemies get close. I have increased radius on it. It generates extra stacks of my passive. Demolish your heavy training increases the max ammo of heavy weapons and their reload speed by 15%. Yeah, I think we're good to go on the mission. We're gonna try that one again. This time without drones spawning 24/7.
Marines, we're heading down to LV-895. The Weyland-Yutani surface lab was overrun by Xenos, but there may be survivors. The closest shelter is the mountain caves to the west.
3
Head into the
demolishers.
caverns for search and rescue.
Okay, we have tactical cam. Oh, this is one that I haven't used yet because it sounds awful. one of your non-sidearm weapons is disabled at random. So I'm saving that for a run with friends. The challenge cards are great. Tactical Cam is just you fight with an Instagram filter. You get bonus money at the end of the mission, which I'll absolutely take bonus money. Minor static and distortion and stuff. So it's going to have some scan lines. You know, it'll look like the opening sequence of Alien.
Check your fire. Remember, we're looking for friendlies. This isn't a cave. It's block construction. A company bunker.
Weirdly enough, the game runs smoother with this filter on. Okay, so they do explode on contact. So I was worried about them bouncing all over the place, but... Woo! There's also no real self-explosive damage yet. There might be on harder difficulties. I like this. I also like how... Like with a shotgun, you can partially shoot after you load a couple.
Lot of Wayland shit down here. Some kind of auxiliary. Weird door. A live terminal. See if we can pull any logs.
Yeah, you get a couple of weapons as you level, or as you finish the levels for the first time, as well as weapon attachments. So some stuff you unlock as you go, other stuff
Security log.
you have to
Free-range
buy from
experiments have
the
penetrated air shafts.
quartermaster and stuff.
Keep moving.
But the more interesting items are the ones you are given. Like the flamethrower is given to you. And I think this grenade launcher was as well, if I remember correctly.
Prowler.
On the tent. Blood. Not a good sign. Continue your sweep. There could still be friendlies alive.
What's also interesting is that the xenomorph variants that we fight, because there are spitters, exploders, and prowlers, which are all kind of like your typical Left 4 Dead special infected variants. When it's mentioned, it's talking about them adapting those traits from whatever creatures they are spawning from on the planet, which is interesting.
Pardon. The blood spray patterns earlier suggest a taller xenomorph attacking from ambush. Please remain alert for drones.
It's also my favorite bug lately. Oh, it only says 5 on that. There's been a few guns that I've had now, looking at them in the screen, where they have that little ammo counter from the pulse rifle, and they all say 60.
Honecker didn't say there was a facility out here. Just Pala Station itself.
I'll get those bastards for this. Yeah, it's your job, Marine. You're here to clean. You're here on bug detail. a... Oh yeah, there's also a, there is a cover system. But it only really comes into play when you start fighting synths, because you fight synths later and they have guns. That's about it. There's an implication in some of the story events that Wayland Yutani caught on to us uncovering these secrets, and we might have to fight Wayland Yutani folks later, but we'll see. I wonder if they consider putting in the creepy blind xenomorphs from Colonial Marines. It was a neat idea in a wasted in a pretty bad game. Yeah, I'm wondering that, because it was an interesting concept. I feel like its pacing with how the blind xenomorphs worked was like, the whole reason you were avoiding them is because they were super deadly, if I recall. Like, despite the fact that they were blind. And I don't know if that pacing would work well in a game like this, unfortunately. Yeah, I should top up. Whew. Not to say that it's a bad idea, I'm just wondering how it would be implemented. Sometimes the game gets like this. Where, like, you need to kill every single enemy, and there's just going to be one in a corridor.
There's a big console up
There
on
we
the
go.
side. Check that for me.
Ooh,
Who wants the gear?
found a crate. All right, what's in the crate?
Place incident files.
Rock, paper, scissors, scissors.
Casualties. Sounds like they got drones loose in here.
So yeah, there's emotes. I gotta dance.
This is the Colonial Marines. You from Pala Station?
Yes, I'm Security Chief Cynthia Rodriguez. You're in danger here, Marines.
Yeah, no kidding. We're here to rescue you.
I'm assuming he went to go get the hidden cache, and he's taking his time running back. All of the challenge cards are pretty interesting, though. Like, there's this tactical cam one. There's a few that lower your speed, increase your damage. They all affect your game in broadly different ways. And they give you interesting buffs, or interesting benefits for doing them. There's a couple of, like, really high-level cards that give you bonus rewards at the end of a mission.
We're here under authority of the Colonial Protection Act. We'll be evacuating survivors. Got another drone creeping on.
Our position is secure. I recommend you withdraw.
Understood, ma'am. Be ready to receive us.
Alright, let's just keep moving. What is this overlay? It's one of the challenge cards. So, somebody has put this challenge in so that I have to... You have to beat the level with this filter. This Instagram filter. Yeah, it's not that bad. I've really liked what I've played so far, but it's only better with friends. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm banking on as well. When I get the free time, I'd absolutely be down to play with you, Perch. I'm almost out of ammo again. It's this section. Just gotta spam grenade launcher. Get. Okay.
Watch the other approach.
Oh shit. Free sub.
Still with us, Rodriguez?
I told you, we're secure. You're the only ones in danger here, Marines.
That's suspicious, isn't it?
That's the job, ma'am. We'll get you
Rodriguez
back
constantly saying that we're safe and you should just leave. That's really suspicious, huh?
Rearming.
Totally spaced on joining it the last time I was watching. Oh yeah, I understand. The Discord link that Nightbot gives is broken, but for folks who still need it, I will grab a quick invite. I definitely think the stun rockets, comparison to the napalm rockets, like the napalm rockets leave puddles of fire on the ground, but this is, it's such a small thing, but this is what I love about some of the wave stages in this game, is that you kind of progress your way into a level, and then about halfway through, you get a notification like, energy signatures behind you. And then you just immediately turn around and they're all over the ceiling and the walls. That's such a cool bit to me. I don't know. It just feels very genuinely genuine Alien vibe.
Not here to infringe your copyrights or whatever.
Give me time to contact the Home Office for guidance.
What the hell's her problem? Does she even want to be rescued?
Patching up.
All right. Mr. Kill of Chads here is on the risk of dying. Speak of the fucking devil. That's one of my favorite things about playing alongside somebody with a flamethrower. Is just like getting swarmed, and then your screen is just full of fire. Yeah, I think you got him. All right. Get the door open. I think this is one of the final staging areas up ahead, which hopefully means... Oh, the beautiful outdoors that you can't see through the tactical cam.
Across the canyon. What the hell is that?
Oh,
The overhang? We couldn't see this on approach.
Don't worry, it's just a flesh wound.
actually, no, I'll save it. I still have 700. God, this filter's like when you're playing Splinter Cell. If you remember Splinter Cell. And you have night vision on, and then you just enter a room with full lights. And it's just... Ah! Woo! Ah, shit. Alright, what's in the crate? Phosphorus pop-up mine. Okay.
Now we need to get you across that canyon.
Alright, as soon as they press that button, hordes come.
Get that bridge
I'm
extended.
gonna use this as an opportunity to set up mines. Well,
This'll slow him down. Mine is prepped.
boop-a-doop-boop-a-beep-bop-a-doo. Well, you just wasted a mine. Come on. Are you... Press the fucking button. I was like, yeah, I'll set up a perimeter. It'll be great. And these little fuckers keep coming out.
Oh, you got their location locked? Can you drop munitions in the gap?
I'll assume that was a rhetorical question. Let's rock.
Oh yeah, Ko is amazing. She's your, like, your lead pilot. She's shown up in a couple of missions now. There was a rescue mission where she's barking orders at you. And you hear her occasionally, like, when you're loading into a level. The runner aliens from 3. They were a huge pain in the ass. Navy P-2010. They're kind of, I feel like the term juvenile is incorrect. But they're, like, definitely young aliens, right?
Cross the canyon, Fireteam, move!
Oh, God. We have to cross the bridge now. Because there's an airstrike.
Strike away.
Watch for strike. The hell is this? A nuke bunker?
Damn. Off by 0.6.
Fireteam, secure an LZ so we can pick you up later.
The 1 and 3 came about because a dog got face hugged, but I think it's just been mentioned to be they're young too now. Okay. It could be that they've infected, like, the native species of the planet. Because this is, I think LV-295 is a new planet. It's not the one from Covenant or Prometheus. So I think it's just a new planet.
Warrior bot, focus fire!
Oh fuck, a warrior. Where is he? Well, I've blown myself up.
Clear!
Yeah, because these guys that run at you and explode, these are apparently native to a species on this planet. Keep him pinned. It's Warrior Rodeo out here.
Just small signals left.
Area secured. Rendezvous at the spooky door. Huddle up, Fireteam. Rodriguez is ahead. Let's figure out what we're getting into.
All right. Complete the final mission of Priority 1 without letting anyone on the team go down. Interesting. Turn to CO for debriefing. Kind of surprised Aliens didn't have a Left 4 Dead World War Z style game before this, to be honest. The whole Alien is different based on what got face hugged. It's perfect for special enemies. Also, hopefully they add some stuff from the comics eventually, because they had really crazy stuff like a mantis alien and a shark alien. That's really cool. Yeah, I think the aliens that have come about in this context are all from this planet, which is really interesting. There's also this whole plot device with something called the pathogen, which seems to mutate everything. Alright. Double damage, half speed. And the bigger they are. Whenever a xenomorph warrior is spawned, instead it spawns a Praetorian. Synth-heavy and pathogen stalker creatures now spawn in pairs. That's a useful card. Pretty easy to get around and pretty straightforward. Alright, so we've got a couple of new abilities here at rank 4. Ready and able. I think the pathogen is kind of related to the Black Goon Prometheus. Sounds like it could be. Maybe. It's found on a ship that is definitely not xenomorph. So it might be engineer related. If you break out of stones 25% faster, and after being stumbled, you were immune to stumbles. Okay. When they say sidearm, by the way, they mean this. Like, some classes have pistols, like Engineer and Doc have pistols. Handgun is not pistol. You can't get modified pistols, which is unfortunate. Thank you for the stay hydrated reminder, Rory. Not compatible with current perks. Okay. Increases the radius of heavy weapons by 15% and damage of... Oh, this has to be attached as a modifier. Okay, so if I move that there... Oh yeah, so now I can add that, which decreases its cooldown for every target hit. But then I can add heavy expertise. Yes! This is really cool. The mod system in this game is like something so nerdy that I really like. Huh. Let's grab the rocket launcher modifier. So now I have rock and scissors. I was not expecting the little finger wiggle. You enter the mission wounded, losing 2% of your maximum health every 2 seconds. Killing an enemy refunds 0.5% of health and temporarily stops the bleeding. All of that for a weapon attachment, huh? Okay. Deal at least 1 million damage to complete the mission. There are also some cards that just give you straight up buffs, but don't give you anything beyond that. So, like, you know, your health doubled. Complete the mission without anyone going down. I didn't check my credits here. Okay, so I have a... Ooh. So I'm going to switch to recon real quick.
Heard the new track by Left Upwell? Okay. Regulations require me to state that the battalion fabricators may not be used to replicate any device and or system that has not been licensed for use by Colonial Marine Corps Logistics Command. And I definitely don't have an unmonitored fabricator built out of spare parts stashed in a hold somewhere, because that would be wrong.
Oh yeah, random items that you find throughout the level, like sentry guns and mines and stuff that you can place, you can also just buy for requisition credits, which are just what you get as you play missions. They also go towards weapons and weapon attachments. I haven't bought this yet, and I don't know how I've avoided it this long. Which is a handheld flamethrower, like a smaller scale flamethrower. Sniper rifle, and another grenade launcher, which I've not messed with. But we're gonna... Despite the fact that Recon is a precision class, I'm using a burst fire weapon. Which, you know, short, controlled bursts. But I'm also using a shotgun. I've talked about this in conversation with people. I love that in the future, a shotgun's just a shotgun. We're not going to get fancy with it. We're not going to develop new technology. Some guns are just going to keep being guns in the future because it's just a design that isn't, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So, you know, shotgun. There's also the Weyland-Yutani shotgun, which is a fully auto shotgun, which is fine. It's not as good. And this one from a company called Hyperdyne, which I've learned is a third-party company that is kind of like part of the communist worlds, because there's the UPP, and they supply to them. These are all fabricator printed and ordered online. So this guy's like a double-barrel shotgun, but it's a future double-barrel shotgun. I might mess with it a bit, because it seems fun. Damage-wise, I think it's about on par. The added stability is nice. And seeing how the mods work is none of them have negative effects. I think pump shotguns are just seen as iconic at this point, to be honest. Yeah, that's fair. None of the gun I'm saying modifiers and modifications at the same time, so I'm adding a modifier. Modifuckers! The shit you put on guns. There's no negative side effect to any of the things you add to a gun. However, you need to consider what perks you want on your weapons. So this little sight increases my movement speed when aiming down sights. It also increases my effective range. That's what I was trying to say.
Follower acquired.
Haas, thank you for the follow. That is not a name I recognize, but it's always cool to see new faces. There's painkillers. So it's a 2-point perk. I don't need that for now. What I do need is painkillers. Your support drone now increases allies' damage resistance, which, you know what? I like my little drone. Hope they have Hicks's custom shotgun as a skin choice. That'd be neat. There's like a short barrel shotgun that you can get through the collector's edition, which I've not purchased. The collector's edition and like includes the season, like the collector's edition or the deluxe edition upgrade includes a season pass thing, which isn't like a season pass, but it looks like every couple of months they're going to be dropping cosmetic stuff. And this first one seems to be a lot of nostalgia armor and stuff. Like I think you can get like Vasquez's outfit and little details like that. Okay. Let's do a priority 1 mission here. Excuse me. I want to double check that one card I have. Might buy the deluxe edition upgrade if it ends up being worth it. I mean, like, the individual clothing stuff, I think, is about $10 American. So, like, just getting them as they come seems to be a better system if it's just visual stuff, and you can, like, pick and choose the things you want. I was thinking about grabbing... I was thinking about grabbing it just because I want to see what the customization options are. Because right now I'm just using the stuff from the game. Because you have your base armor, you have base armor with no writing on it, because sometimes the stuff written on it is lame as hell. Like, who would write Eagle Eye across their chest? And then specialist outfit, which is like slightly modified. The Demolisher one's like big and chunky. But I also like the default. Right. Let's do the last mission. Or no, let's work up to it. Let's do the first couple of missions here. I'm going to try them on intense. which is just one difficulty up, it has slight friendly fire, and enemies hurt a little bit more.
Fireteam, this is a rescue mission. You're boarding Katanga, a derelict
I'd
orbital
like it if-
refinery. Ingress is via the forward airlock. You'll locate, secure...
Connection to the host has been lost. Was I kicked? I don't want to change from Recon. Recon is the class I want to play.
Fireteam, this is a rescue mission. You're boarding Katanga, a derelict orbital refinery. Ingress is via the forward airlock. You'll locate, secure, and evac Dr. Tim Honecker, a Weyland-Yutani scientist. Mount up, people.
These guys are going into intense difficulty from the start of the game. They're in default gear,
Check your gear is tethered for EVA. Your weapon
and
falls off before
their
launching
combat
airlock. I'm
rating
not getting it for
is
you.
155, which is like base. That's not reassuring. You don't need to be the recommended item gear level or anything. I just grinded to make sure that I was as I was approaching the different levels. Because when you get to it's like 100 or like 200 or 150 for normal difficulty in the starting areas, and then it jumps for the last mission. So I've just been making sure to grind for every subsequent power level upgrade to make sure that I was meeting minimums. But that's me. I'm just like that.
We got a ping on Dr. Honecker's personal data transmitter. He's not far in. First, we need a deck plan. Pull one off a terminal and chlorine extraction.
So you can see the differences between the different level areas, like this first section of the game.
Huh. Just emergency lights. And maybe we can kick the backup power after we grab Honecker.
This is all very Alien Isolation. Oh. Oh. I guess we'll try that again.
Fireteam, this is a rescue mission. You're boarding Katanga, a derelict orbital refinery. Ingress is via the forward
Experience gained
airlock.
is increased
You'll
2
locate,
times.
secure, and
That's just a
evac
good card.
Dr. Tim Honecker, a Weyland-Yutani scientist. Mount up, people.
I haven't gotten to the more intense levels, but the game runs really well. Yeah. It's pretty well optimized. I want to say it's a similar engine to Isolation, because a lot of the visuals are similar, if not as detailed, because, I mean, that game's first person. And you're usually much closer to stuff like terminals and junk like that.
We got a ping on Dr. Honecker's personal data transmitter. He's not far in. First, we need a deck plan.
I also
Pull one off a
like that
terminal and
in
chlorine
these darker
extraction.
rooms you have your individual, like, shoulder flashlight.
Just emergency lights. And maybe we can kick the backup power after we grab Honecker. Patch into the console. I'll pull it down over wireless.
It is also cool how much atmosphere builds on this first mission.
Give me a second.
You just know that you're here for search and rescue.
Got a deck plan. Backup generator is beyond Honecker's ping. We can kick it after we grab him. Our men should be in the junction ahead. Honecker, this is the Colonial Marines. You hearing me? Acid damage. Not encouraging. Continue your sweep. He should be right here. High speed incoming. Get hot. Don't lock up. Way more than I expected.
So yeah, this modified version of the scouter is just going to stay in place, and if they get close, they get spotted, and if they pass through it, they take damage.
This is so fucked. Didn't expect so many. Hey, on the deck, Honeker's PDT chip. He cut it out. But why?
What was that sound?
Door's welded shut. Sloppy work. Guess Honecker went this way.
I'm just checking around every corner for, like, loot and shit. Which is gonna get me killed.
Hey, I got an idea how to track down Honecker. Searching this whole barge would take too long. Eyes up. Bugs now, idea later.
I'm gonna put my drone on top of the demolisher here with the smart gun. That should auto-generate ammo for her. Every Aliens game's got to do the hissing pipe before you see the aliens. Yeah, exactly.
Few more. Stay sharp.
I mean, the funny thing to me about an Aliens game is how real the sci-fi is. Because it's like, here's an evil company that thinks that there's a profit to be had by modifying alien DNA.
The exits are sealed. By Honecker, probably. Release the locks. Anyway, I'm thinking we can track the doctor using
If we check
station
around
logs.
this room, there might be a cache.
There's a data line just starboard of your position.
Doesn't look like it. Oh, there is one.
Xenos. Lots of Xenos.
Yo, here over here.
Aviator glasses black. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. Highway to the danger zone. Oh, fuck. I forgot this isn't the full auto. So they market the recon as being like your sniper class. That's why you have the focus ability, where if you get 2 headshots in a row, you get increased stability and accuracy with a weapon. You don't need to snipe with it, because you can use any assault rifle.
Transfer rolling. Damn big file. Hold the room.
Ooh, big boy. Your main mechanic
I'll get Esther analyzed.
to focus on
Italian synthetic. Keep moving aft.
is just to make sure that you spot every enemy, because the more enemies you spot, the less damage your team will take.
Grabbing ammo.
Don't look at me, I'm furniture! Oh, you know this tunnel's gonna be a
Then we run
bottleneck.
into an acid-spitting morph. Where did these come from? While Esther reviews the data, you can get the power up. Dynamo room's just ahead.
All right, here we go.
Grabbing ammo.
Let me top up.
I'll get those bastards for this. 8 kids here.
Spinning this up is gonna make noise, vibration, heat. Whatever bugs key off, they'll catch it.
Line's
Be
out.
ready for a fight when you switch on.
Sentry's ready to go.
This thing's been idle a long while. It's gonna take time to... Movement!
Oh, come on. The normal drone will move around the level, and it'll spawn literally everyone, but I really like having it as an area denial tool.
Dynamo just finished injecting lubricant.
No, they're still coming that side.
H2 feeds just connected. Getting there.
And the turrets are doing their job on this side, which is good.
Big damn signal here. Just about to kick power to the mains.
Oh yeah, the drone's electrocuting him, keeping him in place. Beautiful. I love recon.
Nice. We'll send a follow-up engineering team to get that mess fixed proper.
The only real annoying thing I would say about this
Keep heading
burst
out
weapon,
toward the core.
besides the fact that I'm used to playing with full auto weapons, so I'm messing myself up, is that you can only equip large optics, and most of those either change your scope ratio to, like, you know, a sniper scope where it covers the whole screen. But if it doesn't do that,
Got another swarm brewing. Break out the heavy shit. This is gonna get spicy.
if it doesn't do that, it'll increase zoom magnification, which just fucks up my ADS so much. And yet somehow this gigantic scope on this gun only increases my zoom magnification by 10%. So it looks silly, but it's functional. Ah, fuck.
Pardon me. I have completed my analysis. 2 weeks ago, the mainframe on Deck 41 was accessed, I believe by Dr. Honecker.
Marines, head to the core lift. Big freight elevator goes all the way up the main tower.
I just love the atmosphere of this game. It does
Controls,
aliens so
Fireteam.
well.
On the flank.
Rearming.
Makes me want to rewatch the films. It's been so long. And I've got the Blu-ray. Family gifted it to me for Christmas a while back, and I've not opened it. So maybe I should... It's the quadrilogy. Maybe I should check it out. Because I've definitely seen Aliens when I was younger, but not the third or Resurrection. Certain cut of Alien 3 that was really neat. Yeah, I think Alien 3 is the most existential, right? Because that's the one with the Ripley clones.
I'm sending you
Yeah?
through the refinery core. Join the Marines. See the grimiest parts of the galaxy. Honecker, we're gonna find a scientist or a puddle of chunky marinara. I gotta
Listen.
running.
I love when you get him by surprise. He just starts flailing his arms like, no! My secrets!
Dare you to spit over the side? Got some big internal leaks. Never a good sign in space.
Oh, 3 is one alien in a foundry. Oh, it was 3... Yeah. You're right, because I think, Yeah. Yeah, it's been a while. Just need to rewatch him.
If we don't find this guy alive, I'm gonna kill him.
I'm no scientist. What's the point of that?
That's the lift. Entrance on the far side.
Patching up.
Same deal as the generator. Expect little friends to pop out all over when this turns on.
Aid kits here.
Elevator 17 decks up. Take a while to show. Set up a perimeter, then hit the call button.
Grabbing ammo.
Alright. I'm gonna save an aid kit, because... I mean, it's the end of the mission. Why? No.
Patching up.
Hey, we have the same eyepiece.
Here.
Lines out.
Deployed.
Sentry
Bugs
deployed.
inbound. They are right on you.
Let's rock. Sentry deployed.
Yeah, sorry if I'm getting quiet. I'm just like... I get into this game. It's usually my guilt when I play a game I'm really enjoying is I just start getting really quiet. Like I was doing that a lot with Arcade-Ageddon, I remember. Which they did a stream for Gamescom, and I think they announced some new content is coming.
Got a spitter up on the column.
So that's exciting.
Air, you still good, Marines? Air shaft, right side.
I do love this bit with Herrera feeding you, like, information the whole time. And it's just like, enemies are coming out of this now. Pay attention to your flanks, etc.
Just another minute. You got this.
I also love that the shotguns have range, and they should, and they need to. I mean, you wouldn't want to be within kissing distance of a xenomorph. I mean, I know some people do. I know what you're into. We're in a combat situation. It's not ideal.
Into the elevator. Haul ass, Marines.
Hey.
Enjoy the ride, Marines. Next stop, Honecker. Or his corpse, whatever.
Didn't go well for Hicks in the second film when he shotgunned his Xeno. Yeah, exactly. Boop. Bonus XP. Hey, highest accuracy. I did take a lot of damage that mission. This second mission on Intense is actually fairly tough, mostly because of some of the specials that start coming out. It's a lot more heavy on the special type enemies. Because the first mission's kind of a tutorial. Thank you for the stretch, Rory. How are you doing, Rory? I think we're gonna switch it up. Get the way you guns out here. How are they looking? Oh god, it's terrible. I kind of like that, like it's grunged. Because, like, the default is that color palette. But, like, that just looks like it's burned to shit. Alright, let's see these glasses. Just doing training stuff before school starts, using it as background noise. Ah, appreciate it. If you're wondering why my character is bald, there is a mohawk in the game, and I'd normally rock that. But it clips with some of the hats, so I've just opted to have a shaved head. The most annoying one was the targeting headset, because this whole strap was basically just, like, inside the hair. I do like this backwards cap. I don't know where all that hair came from. Is that the dock hat that I'm wearing? Yeah. Oh yeah, my pre-order bonus, I have the Vasquez bandana. Let's just rock that for now. And move on to Priority Mission 2, Rescue. Oh, oh, oh. I didn't do it on the fun difficulty.
Honecker is somewhere up on Katanga's mainframe decks. Looks like he's been searching for a safe place to
Using
hide
an aid
while the
kit has a
field is
50% chance
Our
to
mission
fail!
hasn't changed. Find him, get him out of the
Yeah! Let's go, baby! That's amazing! I love these modifier cards! Oh. More multiplayer games should have those. I know the Back for Blood is doing cards, but it's not quite the same thing.
Colonial Marines.
Oh, you've already checked back there. Everyone's on the lookout for hidden caches.
Radio dead zone. Patch into the local network.
The The Way U weapons are a bit more standard sounding assault rifles.
Honecker, you read?
What the whoo?
Yeah, lock clear. Listen, to get to me, you'll have to go through the network security room.
Well, I've taken some damage. Back 4 Blood scars aren't exactly the same, but definitely add a lot of replayability. Yeah. Trying to be careful with shotgun spread.
I locked down the deck. The override's in network security up in the ops center.
That's an interesting rifle you've got there.
Did you hear explosions just now?
Sentry deployed.
Wasn't nothing we can't handle, Doc. Just stay frosty.
Alright, no crates in this room.
Deployed.
Rearming.
Hey, I'm gonna gamble.
It's just a flesh.
50-50, baby, 50-50. Ah!
Oh, I'm glad you're here.
Alright.
I can see you on my monitors now. Wait, xenomorphs, heading to you.
Let us handle it.
Oh, yeah. Let me get down this hallway. Stinky. Uh-oh. Try not to shoot people in the back of the head.
Left side, watch the ceiling.
Why are you all the way out there?
Wave, right side.
Patching up.
Big hit here.
Oh, your health kit worked.
Wow. Our fights in Paula Station
I want
went
that rifle.
very differently.
It's like the Hyperdyne assault rifle. That's really cool.
Have you seen a gray striped xenomorph?
Striped? No.
Have you been down to the surface? Did you make any arrests?
We can't discuss operations on an open channel, Doc.
Right. Yeah, of course.
Are you ready to go?
Lot of old acid damage.
I blew some pipes. Found other ways in.
Sentry deployed.
Got a mechanical failure in the door.
You should really be on the other side of this.
That just beats everything.
Well, they still died to bullets, Doc. Marines, cut the door. Working Joes. Ain't those Sikhs and robots?
Yeah, well, Sikhs used to own Katanga.
Why is it playing like a drum line? I mean, I get like military music,
So,
but
the halls between you and me are 120 below zero, so...
Hear that?
so each of these rooms randomly.
You'll have to cut the refrigerant to reach me. I,
Somebody take
broke
the
the
gear.
valve. Tossed the wheel in a side room. Sorry. Yeah, that's it. Just attach it to the valve in the boat.
No bugs. So I guess I got a decal for my guns that just says no bugs. Hey, no bugs allowed.
I'll get those.
All right, 50-50, 50-50. I'm overdue.
Nice.
I'm overdue for a working aid kit. That's 3 in a row. 3 in a row.
Sentry deployed.
Grabbing ammo.
This is fucking funny.
All right.
Real comedy.
Behind you!
It's already getting red hot in there. Hold fast, Fireteam.
Great. Now your lungs won't freeze on the way in. In theory.
All right.
Kidding me?
Why are you shooting at me for?
Motion in the ducts around you. Get hot.
Sentry deployed.
All right, I'm gonna try this health kit this time. Hey, that one worked. This is genuinely one of my favorite modifiers yet. This is great.
Big ones! Is that... No. No strikes.
Gonna dip it. You have a good rest of your stream. Good night, Rory. Thanks for dropping by.
It's left. Get in the hole.
Sentry deployed.
Sorry. Again, it's just there's one Xeno that I keep seeing it. I think maybe I'm just I don't know.
There we
I
go.
haven't slept.
Can there be more than one hidden cache? I've never bothered to check after I found one.
I rewired the locks to the server core.
Rearming.
Rearming.
All right.
Should do it. Now we fight off
Oh, yeah,
another
lore.
damn swarm. Get to cover.
Sentry deployed.
Eyes up.
Sentry deployed.
I like some of the designs of the weapons crafted for the game. just got the submachine gun. It fits really well, even though it looks like a Doom 16 weapon, kind of. Or Doom 2016 weapon. Yeah. I think they try to stick with the armor designs, or like the weapon designs of the various different systems that they're in. Like, it's interesting how the Weyland-Yutani branded weapons are very clean and white and very, like, specifically designed to be kind of futuristic. So the last time I did this mission on Intense, Monica spawned and we all died. So, hoping this goes better than last time. There she is. A little bit of Monica in my life. A little bit of Monica.
That one knows me, followed me, and they made it in the lab on LV-895. Came up here with us. We didn't know until the woman it came out of. Her name was Monica.
It feels like a weird thing to name the alien after the creature, or name the alien after the woman it jumped out of. I wouldn't name a tapeworm Tim, you know what I mean? We all process grief in different ways. Luckily, we're at the last room. Which means we get the Monica boss fight. We also have to set up defenses. Oh, I have 10 mines. Fuck off!
Patching up.
Rearming.
Patching up.
Rearming. 8 kits here.
Okay.
Patching up.
Threat.
Grabbing ammo.
Just gonna cover the ground and landmines and pray for the best.
Charging the deck.
Mine is threat.
Deployed.
The room I'm in, it's only supposed to be opened by company admins. Unlocking takes a couple minutes. Xenos will be drawn by the noise.
Lines out.
Vibration, whatever, they'll come. Be ready. Locks are dropping. Hope you can. Good luck. They're coming.
I think another game that's kind of gives me vibes of is Death Hulk, which is not one I've played, but I've watched a lot of footage of it, and I don't know why I'm reminded of it when I play this. I guess it's just the similar kind of grungy 70s dark sci-fi that this franchise has spawned. I mean, if you took this level design, you added pillars from a church and skulls everywhere, and this is a 40k level.
Line's out.
Monica, she's back. She's coming for me.
It's not as soul-crushingly hard as the corridors. The corridors do give me Space Hulk Deathwing vibes. Okay. Watch it. Stop running past me. It had Monica had like a sliver of health. She's basically dead. There she goes. Yeah, Space Hulk pretty much was like an alien game.
Grabbing ammo.
It's over. Oh, God. Finally.
My board's clear. Collect our man.
All right.
Fuck. He ain't got a pressure suit. Stand by, Fireteam. New plan coming. Co, let's talk.
We managed to do it despite that fucking modifier. I got a new rifle. The Gruppa. I'll have to see that in a minute. Make war, not love. Alright, return to base. Excuse me. I know one of the big deal breakers for people here was that, like, characters spit exposition at you. Sometimes I appreciate it, because I don't know the deep lore of the world. But the other major thing is, like, when you talk to NPCs in the hub here, there's no lip sync.
Regulation cornbread contains 16 vitamins and minerals.
Yeah, like, that does bug me a bit, but it's not gonna ruin the game for me forever. Ooh, that's pretty. Love the Hyperdyne aesthetic. Again, they're all like prefab, print it yourself kind of guns. Automatic burst. What does that mean? While it has fewer rounds and longer reloads than competitors, the auto burst what does this mean? So if I just hold down the trigger, it burst fires. I found my new favorite gun. Alright. No bugs in Comic Sans. Honestly though, if I zoom this out and I just get like a face hugger across my gun, I think that's a vibe. Like across the front of the barrel here. Or we got the stripes. It's a shame you can only do one decal. Little smiley face. He's smiling. Can I get it on the stock? Yeah. No bugs and real tiny writing right there. So it takes a small muzzle. Interesting. It doesn't... I don't really feel like I need to worry about effective range because it's a DMR. Weak point damage would be one I would want to go for here. Fire rate and weak point damage with stability on hit. Pretty decent. Medium mag. Reload speed and stability. Fuck, that looks out of place on this gun. That one fits a bit more. I love it if they made a game based off of the Terminator, but it's the same style as this game. Resistance was really cool, but a co-op Terminator game would be really neat. Yeah. I feel like because of how, like, kind of box office poison all of the future Terminator stuff has ended up being, I get why they might want to avoid it. But we're also in peak nostalgia, like between this and like Predator Hunting Grounds and all this stuff. I feel like you could easily make a good game out of the concept. Drum Meg. I'm not too worried about reload speed. I think fire rate is going to be an interesting modifier there, and the casket mag is a good fit. The red dot gives me pretty much all the stats I want. Then in terms of color, yeah, it's fine. And then let's get the matching Hyperdyne shotgun. Ooh, that actually makes me realize that what I was doing here is I've got the tally mark, and I have it as like a stripe. I think that'd look really cool here. Like that. Yeah. I love this. I love this so much. I was wondering where the different weapons were, and this is so cool to see. Alright. We got Recon 4. That means we got new modifiers. Got your back. Killing an enemy that's attacking a teammate instantly reloads you and your teammate's equipped gun. I mean, yeah, I think I'm going to grab that. Downrange. Increases your far distance damage by 20%. In some cases, this means your guns can deal more damage at max range than at close range. Neat. Eye on the prize. Each stack of focus grants stamina regen and fire rate. Activating pups increases your stats. That would be great to get, but recharge speed and duration are what I'm currently running, and I don't want to remove those just yet. Once I unlock these, I'll be able to fit it in a little easier. But that works for now. Hybrid armature. Damn, that's good stats. Reload speed, stability, ammo, and handling. That'll be good to mess with on heavy weapons. Alright. Let's do this last priority 1 mission on Intense. And I might call it here for an early stream. A little shorter than usual, but I started late and I don't know. Like, I could keep playing this and I might off stream, but you know.
Well, we found Honecker. Now we've got to get him safely back to the Endeavor. Lieutenant Ko will bring our dropship into one of the refinery hangars. Escort Honecker down to us for pickup. His safety's on you.
no one can go down, and we get bonus credits. Or what if I was kind? I'll be kind. This isn't going to give us a buff, or this is going to double our health, but we don't get any bonuses. This whole final mission's actually really cool because you have Honecker following you for the duration. He has his own health pool and his own weapon, and you've got to watch out for him.
Doc, take a sidearm. Fireteam, Honecker don't have any VA suit. Get him to our dropship in one piece.
Thank you for the stay hydrated. Every time the vent falls, like, infrastructure's terrible. It's almost like they prioritize profits over quality.
That's, a lot of water.
Here they come.
Alex with depression has left the team. Well, that's not good.
I can't aim for shit, but I could shoot.
Maybe I don't need duration as long, because I feel like it would... Duration might be affecting my charge rate. Woo!
More of them from the sides.
I love this gun.
Junction's clear. Direct route's blocked. I got no connection to those compartments. We'll bypass below decks. Down 8 flights. Subdeck 3A.
Oh, uh-oh. Whoa. Well, poop. Alright. One more try.
Well, we found Honecker. Now we've got to get him safely back to the Endeavor. Lieutenant Ko will bring our dropship into one of the refinery hangars. Escort Honecker down to us for pickup. His safety's on you.
We can double class it. It's not going to be the end of the world. Whew. Oh, fuck. Alright, we do have to do this. The Horde mode is also really cool. I haven't shown any of it here. But it's per 10 waves. So, like, You do 10 waves of it, and then you can decide whether you want to do another 10 or just return back to base. I haven't done over 10 yet,
Doc, take a
but it
sidearm.
gives you a
Fireteam,
lot of
onlookers don't have
XP
any
and a
VAs.
lot of gear.
Get him to our dropship in one piece. The bottom is filled with water. Not a good sign.
Here they come.
I can't aim for shit, but I could shoot.
Swarm coming in.
Oh, it randomizes you each time. That's so cool. Damn, I'm actually getting max focus, which I've not gotten on Recon yet. This gun's really shredding.
More of them from the sides.
The sides. Doesn't narrow it down, Tim. His name is also Tim. It's very confusing.
Junction's clear. Direct route's blocked. I got no connection to those compartments. We'll bypass below decks. Down 8 flights. Subdeck 3A.
Oh, the sound design here.
Hijo de puta, the Corlicks flooded the whole bottom of the station. Right. Bypass Mark 1, Mod 1, head through, waste processing.
Oh, yeah. I have that perk. So if I help a teammate getting attacked, it auto-reloads my gun, which is amazing on a double-barrel shotgun.
They're in the ducts.
Don't forget to wring your socks out, huh?
Hey, the beast.
Sentry deployed.
Yeah, a full 4-player team would be welcome. I understand for balancing, it's like probably to make you feel less powerful. But like, you know, fuck off with that.
Anyone need gear?
I knew coming back here was worth it. Spray gray. It's probably one of the most boring paints I could have gotten.
Sentry active.
Considering one time I got dragon fruit, which is that god-awful pink spotted one. Oh! Ah! Get off me!
Thank God.
They could add more aliens to balance it out. You're right. They could just tweak damage numbers or ammo counts or something. I feel like
Sentry
No power
deployed.
to the door.
the biggest thing they could
Backup
do
generator far into the room.
is like some classes do need distinctive buffs, and I think definitely Doc gets the short end of the stick. Healing needs Doc's healing needs to be improved in order for it to be a little more worth it, in my opinion. If your healing's outdone by, you know, med kits that spawn every couple of waves,
8 kids here. Grabbing ammo.
you're not an essential part of the team, which is, you know, when you play a medic class in a game, you want to be.
I got you.
End of sentence.
Sentry gun ready.
Aid kit's here.
That woke some friends.
Sentry deployed.
The PvE mode in Hood yet? I've not. I haven't messed with Hood in a while, and I feel like I'm long overdue for a revisit, because I've not played it since launch. I'll need to check out the PvE mode, because that sounds really interesting. I didn't hate Hood. Just wasn't great. That feels mean to say. It's just like, it is fine. A full PvE mode does sound good, though. It sounds like something the game could really benefit from. Because the competitive mode could be cheesed, and there's a lot of problems, and having a co-op stealth game just sounds like a good time. I love co-op stealth games. Like, I'm Ghost Recon Breakpoint was one of the things that kind of made me sad, because I loved Wildlands, and I was hoping that Breakpoint would just be more of that, but on Elon Musk's Robot Sex Island, and it just ended up being it really tried to hammer in the RPG stuff, and I know you can turn that off now, but it's still, I don't know. My enthusiasm for military shooters has dwindled. And I say that playing one, but this is funny space military. This is Starship Troopers. Oh my, why haven't they done a Starship Troopers game? Like, there's been Starship Troopers games, but like, God, we're in such a perfect world for...
Perhaps check the logs of the maintenance synthetics?
We're in a perfect world for military and capitalist critique and satire in video games. Oh, that is cool.
Accessing. I have the code for you.
Let's bypass this.
Sentry set up.
I love that paranoia. You keep that up, Black Monday Blues.
It's coming right for us.
Oh, don't disconnect on me now, buddy.
I'm on your side.
I thought I got stuck in the wall. Also, yeah, you might see cannot reload pop up a lot in the corner of the screen. I'm such a habitual reloader in video games.
Little friends coming up the pipe.
Sentry active.
Oh, I'm getting slapped. Oh, he's slapping me.
Another way. Right.
I need to remember to hold the trigger down.
On the right. The spinners.
Sentry set up.
Clear.
Okay. Oh, I'm just shooting my toes.
Beginning dropship approach to the refinery.
Hey, I've got you.
Oh,
No
good.
response from
Keep
Echo
Honecker
Delta
alive.
ALS. Diverting to Epsilon.
Ammo. My beloved.
Another swarm rolling on your position.
Sentry deployed.
Sentry active.
It'd be pretty impressive to get through an entire mission without friendly fire. Woo, my frame rate. That was too many effects. That weapon seems better than most automatic guns. Better accuracy and better damage. That's true. Some of those semi-auto weapons are fairly decent. I'm really surprised with this one.
Rearming. Grabbing ammo.
Ammo drop.
Rearming.
Keep
I'll get those
moving,
bastards.
fire team.
Oh god, this part. It's like the door's
Door hand's
locked.
locked down. There's more working Joes though. Yes.
Hacked the robots. Which one?
would be pleased
All
to
of them.
assist.
Oh, for fuck. Get it, get it. Alright.
Scanning. Negative result.
Okay.
No cipher present.
Glad they balanced acid damage out. Having splash damage up close for killing an alien would make the game a lot harder. Yeah. Like I said, like shotguns have a fairer range, so you don't have to be right on top of them.
The door code.
The harder the difficulty, the more damage acid does. So, like, intense does increase the acid damage compared to standard. But, like, insane, I think... Insane is insane, obviously. The insane modifier adds one-hit kills. Like, straight up, xenomorphs can one-hit kill, is what it says.
Ambush.
Shore party, we are down in Hangar Epsilon. Standing by for pickup.
That's the movie difficulty. Yeah, absolutely. HUD off, insane difficulty. How do I get out of this chicken shit outfit?
Fire team.
So, we're safe.
If I ignore him, will he just go away?
Sentry set up.
Apparently, yes. Alright, we've got a kill box now. Both sides have the electric drone. We just need to stay in here.
Is that all of them?
God, I wish, Honecker. It's pretty funny the movie aliens are like, we'll kill you with one hit if we get you. And these are like, I'ma slap you. Yeah. It's... You gotta balance the aliens out so they're not, like, too strong. I mean, it's like
Wayland
how
Yutani
there's this...
synths brought local animals up to, replenish the hive. Then eggs back down for experiments.
I have no link to Pryfly. I can't run the launch sequence by remote.
What was I saying? Like the xenomorph in Mortal Kombat, you know, things like that. Like, you can't just have them be as powerful as they actually are.
Found an 8
Sentry set up.
Start depressurization when you're ready.
Grabbing ammo. Sentry gun ready.
When you hit that, every Xeno in the vents will pour out. Doc, you boarding?
Sentry active.
No. No, I want to help. Out here.
Don't fucking die on us now.
Catching up. Got it.
Let's rock. Line is out. Sentry's ready to go. Take care of that. Handle that. Take care of that.
Alright, here we go. It's a big room. This'll take time. Right on time. Here come the bugs. Keep them off us. Or fly yourself home. Farm, to the right.
It's got to be fairly close to do work.
Incoming left flank.
Technician's also really fun because you get those little electric coils that you can put on walls and stuff, which does a really good job at keeping things at bay. I also, oh, got stuck on the wall there. I also do appreciate that, like, powerful Xenos are still powerful. I've died to this on normal difficulty. Like, this section can be hard. Special variants of Xenomorphs are still going to be scary. But fodder is fodder. And if you're in a hive, you have enough there that some of them are going to be pushovers.
Short party. Pressurize the hydraulics for the bay doors. Controls are below the landing deck.
Oh, we went all together.
Hydraulics primed. Continuing
That wasn't smart, but okay. Also, the drones are particularly annoying because they'll just disappear into a vent.
Short party. Deactivate the safety interlocks on the bay doors. Controls are in the landing signal officer station, left side.
All right, just cover me. Got it.
Safety interlocks disengaged. Resuming cycle.
Oh man, that was actually. If he slapped me, that would have reset the thing.
Signals inbound. We've got a wall of signals here.
I keep forgetting to use the radar.
Sending in the big crunchy one.
We got him. Hey, check this.
Okay, warrior down. We'll need to release the panel at the end of the room. Our turrets are out of ammo. Can we restock them? No. Hey, Blur. Oh, I heard a roar. Oh, big boy.
Short party, I need you up in prime line. Get to the air boss's console and clear for final depressurization.
Yeah, just cover me. Set all clear. Cool.
Staff Sergeant,
All right,
we're
move.
good to go.
Move. We gotta get to the fucking dropship. We gotta get to the fucking dropship. Like right now. Oh, we need to move right now.
Hey, check this. See this? Get out of here.
Passes in
Oh.
16, turn and 15. Remember to tense your legs. Anyone who passes out gets their picture on ShipNet.
Oh, we did it! Green glow weapon decal. Very cool. Your consumables are disabled. Interesting. Not a lot of kills. I thought I got way more than that. That was chaotic, yeah. Bye. Alright, I want to see this green glow. Oh, it's like the Aliens logo. It's the movie. It's the movie poster. It's like the movie. We get that like that and then paint the gun black. Do I have black? No, I don't. Well, that's kind of interesting how that turns purple like that on the green. Is that all colors or? Huh. This game's going to take off once more people play it. It seems like one of those games that ends up being underrated at launch. Wish could have more than one decal at a time, but I totally understand why they don't do it. Yeah. It is a shame that you don't get more than one decal. Let's get pest control. Tiny writing over the mag well there. That doesn't work. Slide compensator for, you know, a pistol does not make sense on this rifle. It is a shame that this game isn't getting a ton of attention, but I understand why as well, because there's a ton of co-op shooters around the corner. Back for Blood, the Rainbow Six Siege co-op shooter is also coming out. Stuff that's been announced, like the Anacrusis. And this is just kind of in between all of them. Like, oh yeah, and Aliens. It's also got the... It has to get over the hurdle of being the Alien game, you know?
Esther says my backroom stock is it legal? I mean, if it's illegal, I can get no problem. But if it's legal, I'll need you to file requisition form 1348 or 1348 Mike. You can grab those off ShipNet.
Not a ton of modifications I want to grab. At least not yet. I'm curious about some of these. World War Z Aftermath. Oh, I didn't hear about that. That sounds interesting. Oh, of course it's a Weyland-Yutani weapon. This handheld flamethrower. With the number of infestations found on frontier worlds, the need for a smaller, easily maintainable flamethrower was readily apparent. Weyland-Yutani stepped in to fill that niche with a lightweight and Hey, doesn't this remind you of the Boring Company flamethrower? Okay. Alright. You know. I mean, it does its job. I definitely want the double barrel shotgun, though. From the communist gun company. I had no idea that there was like this whole frontier thing, or not frontier, but like these warring groups, and it's the United Americas versus the Union of Progressive Peoples, and the Union of Progressive Peoples are all under a communist regime. So all the companies involved with them are communists, and that's cool as hell. Challenge cards cannot be used in this game mode. Okay. That's lame, but that would... I get why. Let's do a bit, a round of Horde mode. The plasma gun from Doom. Yeah, I could see that.
Fireteam, we need to divert the Xenos from an ongoing operation. Get aboard Katanga and make some noise. The bugs will come at you in waves, so hold on as long as you can, then...
Oh god, we're going in. I've not done Horde mode with a bot, but we're only on standard difficulty. We didn't go up to intense for this. Because this actually gets hard. We've only got this one level so far, which is...
Fireteam, we got a salvage job happening in a nearby sector.
Likasi Tower.
Our job is to lure the Xenos away from that engineering team.
So this level design
We prepped a defensive position
is from
for
the
you.
last
When you're ready
campaign,
to start,
which is
hit the
the
control for the air
nest-infested half of the facility of Katanga. So it's a lot of this infrastructure. You also run into a lot of eggs. So, you know, facehuggers are definitely still in the game, if you were worried that they weren't.
Danger, high voltage.
Do they come out this way first? Yes.
Patch up while you got time.
So as you play this, sometimes they'll drop aid kits as they go. Are facehuggers an insta-kill, or are they not really in the game beyond eggs existing? They're kind of similar to the Prowlers, where they'll jump at you when you get a quick time event to kind of shake them off. As far as I can tell, they can't really kill you, but they do a decent amount of damage, and they're hard to spot. So even if you know where eggs are on a level, or you see an egg coming, if an egg hatches and you're not paying attention, they scurry all over the floor. And in this game mode, in Horde mode, they just show up. So like they appear in a wave, and you have to watch out for them.
You got a few before the next group. See the equipment cabinet in the corner? You can access that to requisition supplies.
Oh yeah. So if
You
you
get requisition credits after each attack.
yeah.
Choose careful. You gotta make that shit last. Get ready. More on the way.
So this is kind of like the survival mode in Warframe a bit, where it's just you can stay as long as you want until you assume you can handle it, but you only get credit for it every 10 waves. And I'm hoping that this mode gets more levels, or at least are selectable. I think this is weekly, like it cycles. Because I was watching a video from, like, you know, you just look up class videos on YouTube, and I found this channel called Legacy Gaming or something. And they were doing some recent videos on this game, and it looked like they were doing Horde mode on different levels, but I might be mistaken. So they had an early copy. Alright, I'm gonna top up.
Good. More on the way.
Grabbing ammo.
Having that little drone, like the spinning ball thing is my spotter, but like having the auto ammo generating drone that also gives you weapon boosts and damage reduction, it's just really nice to have. And I feel like they're gonna nerf this.
Bypassing death.
Do you get cosmetics for beating certain numbers of waves or just XP? As you progress, like, you do get rewards still. So I've gotten weapon attachments, and stickers and decals and stuff. Like, you do get stuff as you gain in levels. But I don't think it's restricted to just you have to keep progressing. You just do wave 10 a bunch. You still get rewards.
You got some space.
But the
Use
big
it.
thing you get from this is XP. You get a ton more XP than most game modes, which is funny, honestly. I love the neck flap on the helmet. The delete button. I will say, though, it does take a bit to get to here, just because the last couple levels are genuinely hard. The difficulty spike isn't massive, but you will need a decent amount of gear or get lucky with your randomized players, because I've had wipes on the last 3 missions. I will say, though, the final mission is genuinely really cool, how they do it. It makes me sad there's not more stuff like that in the main game. But, without getting too deep into story spoiler stuff, there is hints that future plot devices might happen based on lines that other characters mention. So I figure that they're going to be doing more levels as time goes on. This is just the main campaign. Where are you hiding?
while you got time.
Grabbing ammo. Who needs an aid kit?
It's just the cosmetics they charge for. That's good. That's a good way of handling it. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, that's a crusher. That's a spitter. Okay, I thought that was two crushers. Woo! Here, have this. Pokeball, go! I choose you! I'm gonna die. Ooh! Oh man, we are getting swarmed.
Get it done.
Jesus.
Got a few before the next group.
Grabbing ammo.
Why did it go sideways like that? That's not helping nobody. Woo. Oh, that's a lot of them. Expert commentary from twitch.tv/tim.k. Just me going woo. Okay. Yeah, and there is the Praetorian, who is like the warrior, but he's got a big head. So yeah, there's a modifier that changes all Xenomorph warriors into Praetorians, and I encountered that on an earlier level, and it sucked.
Don't worry, it's just a flesh wound.
Grab an aid kit.
All right. Got a ton of shit, so I'm gonna grab a turret.
Sentry's ready to go.
me down.
We got this. Check this out.
Oh, he's trying to mark the spitter. Yeah, that's handy. Is that the end of the wave? No. No, 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 no.
Grabbing ammo.
Sentry deployed.
Rearming.
Yeah, you guys got this.
Rearming.
Is that it? Oh. Motion sensor. It's telling me there is one here? Where did it go? Oh!
They're not quitting.
Grabbing ammo.
Real alien moment. Oh.
Sentry deployed.
Wave 9. Alright. Well, the bot's just shooting at the floor. I hear him. There he is. There he is! Hey, little guy. Yeah, the Back for Blood bots are pretty bad, I remember. I also remember there being a lot of, like, if you die, you can jump into an empty bot, and I did that once in a match, and it fucked me over so bad, because I jumped into a random... I mean, obviously you lose all your cards and your guns, But, like, some of the guns the bots decide to pick up are absolute garbage. I remember getting stuck into a bot that had a sawed-off shotgun and a Barrett 50 cal for the last, like, for the ferry bit, which was not fun. I was basically just like, no, I'm gonna stay on the minigun over here. Praetorian and a warrior at the same time. You could got you. I need to heal. Don't attack me. Okay. Where's this fucking acid coming from? Oh, from that spitter. Jesus H. Christ. One of the bots when I was playing just straight up swapped weapons and used the weapons in the first safe room they kept getting down. Oh, God. The one thing I'm hoping they can tweak a bit with Back 4 Blood's release is the difficulty curve. Because I found that easy is easy, naturally, but hard, or like medium felt very steep, very sudden in its difficulty, especially with friendly fire. Which, I mean, I get that. Don't shoot your teammates. But also, there were a few times where I was, like, trying to protect a teammate from a zombie on top of them, and I would shoot them and kill them. Food of a squatter. That's a lot of exploders all at once. Where'd you go? What? Huh? What? Video games. Alright, the bot's almost dead. I should pick him up. Okay. Oh! No, 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 not like this. Not like this. Not like this. No!
Pull that salvage team out now. Coke, get us alongside. Second squad, deploy for search and rescue.
Damn it. Oh, it was really tough. I mean, we were playing with a bot. We got really swarmed. Last thing I will say about Back for Blood is the multiplayer seems fun, but I ran into some issues trying to play it, where I ended up in 1v4s, or people leaving as soon as it became the zombie turn.
If you've got a Weyland-Yutani, is it legal? I mean, if it's illegal, I can get no problem. But if it's legal...
Okay. I think that's going to do it for me tonight. I'm playing for 3 hours. This is Aliens Fireteam Elite. It's a good game. It's full of a lot of stuff. A lot of weapons, a lot of customization. And it's really fun, and you should check it out if you haven't already. It's only $40 on Steam. 40 Canadian. Or no, 50 Canadian, 40 American. I think that's like 30 British pounds? I don't know the whole list of conversions here, but it's not AAA priced. And I feel like that's the perfect niche where it needs to be, because it's like Back 4 Blood's October. A bunch of games are coming out either next year or near like the holidays. So this one is affordable and it's available right now. So if you're itching for a co-op shooter and you really like the Alien franchise, it is right up that alley. It's perfect co-op shooter, fun times. And with a squad of 3, you don't need to get everyone around, which, you know, good and bad. It's good in the sense that, like, you don't need multiple games, but it's bad in the sense that you can't fit 4 people. But I'm rambling. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for watching the stream. I need to start winding down and going to bed soon because I've got work in the morning. But I'm going to try to get another stream in this weekend. Might do more Hitman escalations. Might do something. I really want to do more Hitman, so it's probably going to be Hitman. But, yeah, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for dropping by. You're all lovely people. And I think you should all have a wonderful evening.